Solana is up well over 100x in 2021. And now the big questions are, how high will Solana's price go? And is it still a good time to be buying in after the massive rally that we have seen?
Blockchain is a revolutionary technology that is really enabling people to go, person to person without any intermediaries. But Bitcoin and Ethereum are just way too slow for that. So Solana's there to really enable that 1 billion people to go fully interconnected.
All right, so Solana has had 3 major catalysts come out recently, which has helped to contribute to the massive rally we have seen with its price. Today's video, we're gonna talk about what exactly has been going on with Solana. We're gonna go over these 3 major announcements which have come out and how they're gonna continue to have long-term impacts on Solana's price. After that, we're gonna talk a little bit about what is going on with regards to institutional investors, because they have been ramping up their interest in Solana recently, and this could continue to push Solana's price higher. And at the end of the video, we're going to talk about specific price predictions from major analysts, not just what I have to think, but what major institutions, what major whale accounts are saying as well. So if you guys enjoy this sort of content, well then please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. We're doing an NFT project that we're releasing, and anyone who follows me on Twitter will get pre-release access to that. And if you want to see what stocks I am buying and selling in real time, well then make sure to join our Patreon group. You guys can see access to my $700,000 portfolio on Robinhood, my $200,000 portfolio on Webull, and you also get access to 2 of my 7-figure portfolios on both Charles Schwab and on JP Morgan and Chase. So if you like to see exactly what I'm buying and selling in real time, you want access to live streams, well then make sure to join our Patreon group using the link down below. But anyways, let's start off by going over a couple of key things going on with the overall crypto market before we dive deeper into Solana. So we want to keep this quick. So first thing is that we're seeing the entire crypto market cap at $2.25 trillion. One interesting thing about this is that last time we saw the total crypto market cap at these levels, at that $2.25 trillion range, we had seen Bitcoin's price significantly higher than it is now. And what this shows us is that overall, people are very optimistic about crypto. They're willing to take on more risk, and that is why we're seeing that altcoins are making up a larger portion of the overall crypto market than it was last time we saw this $2.25 trillion market cap. What has been driving the gains recently in the market has been a lot of these DeFi projects like Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, EOS, and a number of other ones. Solana in particular has been doing extremely well for a couple of reasons. We've seen 4 major catalysts come out recently, but with regards to price, Solana has gone from $1.50 per coin on January 1st, 2021, all the way up to almost $200 per coin at one point in the year. And it seems like it's just not stopping. It's only going to continue to go up. And to be honest, that would be foolish to say, because we're always going to see at least some sort of correction. We saw Cardano's price rise over 200% in a matter of a month, and it dropped from about $3.10 per coin down to $2.50 per coin. That's about a 20% correction. We've seen Solana, though, only go up. So it would be foolish to say that we wouldn't see some sort of correction anytime soon. And I'm not like trying to be bearish or spread FUD. I'm just saying you're not going to see it gain 20% every single day for months and months on end. And that's basically what we've seen with Solana. In terms of technical indicators, it looks great in terms of the moving average. It's well above the 50-day moving average on the 4-hour chart, well above the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart. We're seeing right here, the blue line is the 50-day moving average, the orange line is the 200-day moving average. We're well above all of them. We haven't even come close to breaking below, which are very bullish indicators for Solana's price. In terms of RSI, I'm not like a big person into technical analysis, but I look at moving averages and RSI. In terms of RSI, the relative strength index, we're seeing that Solana is in the overbought territory, which could be a sign that we're due for a little correction or some sort of correction in the short term. But that being said, while we just have to keep in mind that there will be some sort of correction at some point for Solana, I am extremely bullish on it, and I've never sold any Solana since we first started talking about it back in February. A couple of things that have been going on with Solana is, first, NFTs have been driving the growth across all of DeFi. Whether we're talking about Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, it doesn't matter. NFTs have been the big driver for growth, as we're seeing total sales volume increase every single month for NFTs. We're seeing more big money players get involved, like Visa, Budweiser, Facebook. They're getting involved into NFTs as well. And we're only seeing this the NFT marketplace continue to grow, and it's growing exponentially. So with regards to Solana NFTs on one site like Solana Art has been growing very rapidly. We're seeing that the Degenerate Ape Academy has had over 750,000 Solana coins traded total volume. We're seeing SolPunks and a number of other projects do extremely well as well. But the big announcement recently has been from FTX and their CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried came out on Twitter the other day and he said that FTX is going to be launching an NFT marketplace with cross-chain trading between Ethereum and Solana. So this is huge because it's going to enable NFT owners and creators to trade their NFTs cross-chain using Ethereum and Solana. And this is one of the biggest problems, one of the biggest obstacles right now with NFTs is that a lot of them are used and created on Ethereum, like on sites like OpenSea. But with that, then gas fees are getting really high because that is where most of the volume is done. Most of the volume is done with Ethereum. Many people now are trying to look for other alternatives other than Ethereum to create NFTs for you know, buying, selling, and creating their own. So now with this cross-chain, basically like bridge for Ethereum and Solana on FTX, this is going to make it easier for people to trade their Ethereum NFTs on Solana, which will be huge. The next thing going on recently is what has gone on with Audius. Audius is a blockchain streaming platform. They also just recently announced that they are having Solana NFT integration as well. They already support Ethereum NFTs, but now they're also supporting Solana NFTs. This is huge. Again, we're seeing NFTs driving the growth in the market, and that is the first major catalyst that we are seeing across why Solana's price is going up and why we've seen it have this massive rally recently between FTX, their announcement between Ethereum and Solana bridge, and what is going on with Audius and just the overall NFT marketplace. The second thing going on is with regards to the Solana Ignition event. There was a lot of hype around Solana and a so-called Ignition Day event on Twitter. They was talking about it for a while, and it was one of the biggest drivers for growth for Solana. It was one of the biggest hype stories that we had seen in the news regarding Solana. Then they came out and revealed exactly what this was on September 1st, 2021, and it actually was very positive. They came out and they explained that this Ignition Day event that they had been talking about, hyping up for a while, was actually a hackathon. And there are going to be 4 major categories in the hackathon. And the sole purpose of this event is going to be catalyzing new platforms on the Solana ecosystem, helping to develop it long term. So the 4 categories are going to be Web3, with the focus on creating new decentralized finance applications and other infrastructure to cut out middlemen. The second category is going to be DeFi, with the sole focus on creating new decentralized finance applications. The third category is going to be with the focus on gaming, combining NFTs and gaming. And the fourth is going to be solely aimed at NFT markets, making it easier for people to create their own NFTs on Solana, buy and sell, everything regarding NFTs. So that is the second reason why we have seen Solana's price increase dramatically recently. And the thing that I personally like a lot about this is that this is the goal of Solana here is not just focused on short term and, you know, building up the community. This hackathon is focused solely on developing long-term projects on Solana. In my opinion, I like that. I like that they're trying to get the community involved. They're offering cash incentives for people to become, you know, be part of this hackathon, and they're trying to build out as many projects as possible on the Solana ecosystem. And that's one of the many reasons why I like Solana. They're trying to build out a number of projects, a number of applications on their ecosystem, and that's the way that we're going to see Solana potentially beat Cardano or Ethereum as one of the leading DeFi cryptocurrency out there. And then the third reason why we've seen Solana's price jump recently has been what is going on with institutional investors. Institutional investors have continued to pour more and more money into altcoins recently, and according to a recent report from CoinShares, they came out and said that the data showed that Solana is continuing to be one of the favorites among institutional investors. In the week ending September 3rd, 2021, Bitcoin was the leader in terms of inflows from institutional investors into digital asset products, investment products. Bitcoin had $58.9 million inflows. Ethereum was number 2 with $14.4 million, but Solana was number 3 with $13.2 million poured into Solana investment products from institutional investors. And this is very exciting because we have seen that the week ending September 3rd, 2021 was the biggest week we have ever seen for institutional investors getting involved in Solana. Solana's inflows doubled, their yearly inflows doubled in that 1 week. So what's that showing us is that we're continuing to see institutional investors ramp up their interest in Solana. It's not just that they're investing a little bit every week, but they just doubled their entire investments into Solana in the last week alone. So this is huge, and I don't think we're going to see this slow down anytime soon as more and more institutions are looking at alternatives for Bitcoin, alternatives for Ethereum. Ethereum has a couple of issues with regards to scalability and high transaction fees, and that's one of the main goals of Solana. They're trying to solve the issues around scalability, around high gas fees and high transaction fees with Ethereum. So now the big question is how high can Solana's price go? Is it going to reach $500 per coin? How high is it going to reach $1,000 per coin? How high can this thing go? So before we get into that, just one quick announcement, which I thought was very interesting, very surprising, and doesn't hurt at all, is with regards to Jason Derulo. Jason Derulo came out and said on Twitter that he betted on Solana in June, and he has been in it since, it was around $20 per coin. So I just found that pretty interesting. Wanted to put that in there before we got into the price. And what that shows us, why I wanted to put this in here, is because it shows us that not just like the hardcore crypto community is getting involved in Solana. We're starting to see institutional investors. We're starting to see like mainstream people who are not deep in the crypto world getting involved in Solana. So I thought this was just exciting to put in here. Anyways, with regards to Solana's price, how high can this thing go? So right now, according to one major analyst and co-founder and chief operating officer of payment network Mercurio, Greg Weisman, who is the co-founder and chief operating officer, he said that he envisions exponential growth for the Solana ecosystem based on its growing adoption among the decentralized finance and NFT space. He says that he thinks Solana is potentially a $500 digital coin, and the price growth of Solana in recent times points to the capacity that the token could go as high as that $500 per coin by the end of 2021. So this is very exciting. Me personally, how high do I think it can go? Well, the thing we got to remember is Solana is still in its very early stages. It's just getting into the NFT space. It doesn't have a big presence there. Most NFTs are done on Ethereum. Also, with regards to projects, it lacks in terms of total number of projects versus Ethereum, but it is continuing to grow. So my plan for Solana moving forward is going to be to continue to dollar cost average into Solana over the next couple of months and probably next couple of years. I'm just going to continue to buy over time because even though we have seen this massive rally, I'm expecting us to see a correction. I'm expecting us to see a correction with Solana because we simply can't go up every single day like we've been doing. 20% returns every single day. So I'm expecting a correction, but I'm not worried about it because I think Solana is tackling a couple of key issues with scalability, with transaction fees, and it's tackling some of the biggest problems with Ethereum. So anyways, do I think Solana's price can reach $500 per coin? Yes, I think it's very possible. Is it going to reach it this year? There's no way to know for sure. That's going to be more about what is going on with the overall market. So we'll have to wait and see. We are seeing a little bit of uneasiness in the market right now. We've seen Bitcoin's price drop back down below $50,000 per coin. So no matter how good Solana is looking, no matter what goes on with NFTs, if we see the overall market trend downwards, we see it enter, let's say, crypto winter, maybe a bear market, well, then we wouldn't see that happen for Solana's price anytime soon. So either way, very bullish on Solana. I'm going to continue to add over time. Long term, I think $500 is definitely in play, can easily happen. Short term, you know what? We have seen a massive rally. We may see a bit of a correction in the short term. Either way, not stopping me from investing. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think of Solana, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you guys.